week to test the system is even better than he thought it would be. We're in a much better spot strategically than we were 5 to 10 months ago. Right now, the most exciting thing is that we have the talent to help us move forward for the long haul. Having the right skills, being honest and maintaining integrity while delivering top-notch quality will help us reach the next level in no time. The overall position is just great. With our new setup, we can reach higher ground much faster. This is such an amazing dream come true. We did it, it's no secret. We've got the business back on track and we're excited to be back. We're not just back, we're excited to share that we have a better direction and position now. I'm focusing on my own experiences instead of just what I've heard before. I'm really enjoying watching everything unfold right before my eyes, and I have to say, I'm quite impressed. You can look forward to checking your account in just a few days. We're getting really close to the next phase of Onpassive. There won't be much happening in the current OES. We'll guide everything to the next phase. We're excited to share a timeline for the next, best chapter with you. If it takes longer than a couple of months, we'll come up with a plan for the transition. We're on our way to an amazing comeback. We would love to hear your thoughts to help spread the excitement. You'll be left without words. If you're on board with this idea and adventure, stick around and keep an eye out. In the first week of October, you'll get important updates about the current situation with Onpassive and when the next phase will happen. Our adventure began working on an Excel sheet back in 2018. It grew faster than we thought, and that's when we kicked off Go Founders. Go Founders, a top-tier, all-in-one platform, everything under one roof. O Founders, names, platforms, engineers, buildings. It seems there was a bit of a disconnect between our vision, timeline, and what we were able to achieve. We accomplished quite a bit, but it wasn't quite up to the quality and timeline we were hoping for. As we grew, a bit of a tricky situation unfolded with trusting the wrong people. We experienced a significant breakdown that made us rethink everything. We realized that this current system just wouldn't do the trick. We had to pause the ship and think about where we were headed. In the beginning, we realized that Onpassive was just the beginning. After chatting with experts about our vision, we gathered a fantastic team to help us reach our goals. We're moving forward to a level that's going to amaze you. I can't wait to share with you what's on the way. It's so much better than we first imagined. We're really glad that we went through this re-evaluation process. We're excited to share that Onpassive will be reopening very soon, giving you the chance to see your business thrive. Tomorrow we'll find out if it's going to be a quick wrap-up of Onpassive, or if we're in for a longer process that might take a couple of months. Thank you, Mr. Ash Mafare.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, everybody can.
Marty, you have no sound.
It's you. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah,
Cannot hear you.
It's you.
It's me?
Yeah.
I have everything on. No mute, no nothing.
I don't know why you can't
Can you guys
hear
hear me and Marty or just me?
Let me put it in the chat.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I can't hear Marty, so. You start. Let me Can you hear Marty? Both are okay. All right, Marty, I'm going to sign back out and sign back in.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Use the same link, Chris. Anyway, hello, everybody. 27th of September, 3 more days. This month is over. I played that recap again just because to reinforce what Ash had said. I know he's excited. I'm excited because he's excited. I'm also excited because it's going to change the world and all of us. But I'm At equal, I'm excited because it made Ash happy to know where he's going. And none of us went through the crap he went through. None of us. People could say, well, I've been here 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I'm going on 6. I don't regret any of it. None of it. And what did I really do? If Onpassive wasn't here and it didn't happen, those 5.5 years for me would have went by anyway. Now, the only difference is I'd still be jumping from one thing to the other, trying to find a legit business, even if I would have kept doing it. And could I make money? Yes. Can I drive traffic? Yes. And if I really took my heart away from it, I could make money. No doubt about it. I could build a business right now. Nobody here would know it, but that's different. What I love about Onpassive is all of us, all of you, is going to have the ability in your life to live like you never could imagine. And looking at Ash and the way he's acting, the way he's talking, this is somebody that was beat up, beat up, stood back up, beat up, robbed, yanked it, pulled all the money out of his pocket, kicked him, knocked him down, punched him in the face. And he comes in, and after all that, gets back up after being beat up and says, is there anything I can do for you guys? No, it's fact. It's just absolute fact. And it's reality. I mean, we don't have to like it. People can say, I know some people say, well, a lot of people hurting and this guy passed away or this woman passed away and we didn't want to. Listen, I've got crazy stuff going on in my life. Okay? Crazy. And right now, my mind is very, very successful. My thought is very, very successful. Why? Because what Ash has shown, not only who he is, which is the most powerful for me, I believe in him and his vision that even temporarily, no matter how bad things might be for me, because of what I believe and what I feel from this whole business and all the people here, this is only temporary. And I didn't go through anything. Yeah, but you did a lot of lives. You did them every day. You did 2,000. That's a bunch of crap. I enjoyed everything I did. Now, was there times people did something I kind of like lost my cool? Yeah, but I'm only human. But the whole 5.5 years, and I thought about it. I'm trying to look at this from a 500 feet away, not so much of my emotion. Oh, I wish I'd have launched earlier. I wouldn't have had that. Looking back, if it launched earlier, we wouldn't be going to an adventure at a epic level. How do I know that? Look at Ash and read him. My thing is, for me and Chris and other people, the last 5.5 years, we were guides. We brought you to the highest part of the mountain that we know of. We're not at the top of Mount Everest. That's where Ash is. But we've moved up, and a lot of people moved up on their own. I'm not saying I'm some kind of superstar, because God forbid I'm not. But I guided people with the thought and feelings I had. But nobody owes me anything. No one. The respect and gratitude that people have shown me, that's all the pay I could ever need. I know that what's coming, and I believe sooner than later, text, is going to blow our socks off. Flat out. I believe that with all my heart. But here's what I wanted to talk about today, believe it or not. Um, how to be a good leader. Now, this is going to blow you away. Well, I'm not a leader. You know, people get panicked. I'm not a leader. I don't lead. I don't like to lead. Listen, if you came into Onpassive as a founder, one day you will be less than 1% of this company. You're a leader. And how big of a leader? I don't know. It doesn't matter. All of you. I don't care if you do posters. I don't care if you do videos. I don't care if you chat with your friends or just your little small group. You're a leader. And what I want to tell you is to help you grow here and here with leadership, it doesn't cost any money. You know, we're not selling you tapes and videos on how to be a leader. It's very basic things, very basic. And the cool thing about it, because you came here with heart, because Ash has helped us change our mindset, these are really basic things. One of the big things is being a leader is be humble. A humble leader acknowledges that the only way to succeed is with helping others. Okay, that's number one. And all of you that probably freaked out when I said we're leaders probably said, I'm not. A humble leader acknowledges the only way to be successful is helping others. I have yet to meet somebody that's really in it and plugged in that doesn't help others. So you've got check number one as a leader. Courageous. I'm going to give you different levels of courageous. There's Ashmufara courageous, which is borderline of, I can't freaking believe he's doing this, but also courageous. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. This stuff runs through my head all the time. Me and Chris talk about crazy stuff, but it's all good. I want people to just open their minds. Every one of you are courageous at different levels. No, I'm not. Okay. When some of you right now, guaranteed, I don't care where you live, you came in, you're a founder, and you have friends and so-called friends and family that have been bad-mouthing you the whole time you've been in here. But you were courageous enough to stick to it and follow Ash. Number two, most of you that I met have the first two. So you're starting to become a really good leader, okay? Now you can magnify it. The next one doesn't take a degree. You don't have to go to college for it. You don't have to build up. You don't have to. The third one is trustworthy. I have met hundreds of people on Onpassive. I don't know everybody. I wish there was a way I could. But the ones I truly know that are truly plugged in are trustworthy. And I trust them. If I was leaving it and I needed somebody to come in my home and watch it, I would trust every friend and family I have in Onpassive. Trustworthy. Guess what? Most of you are the same. That's number three. Be inclusive. That goes without saying. This is another one. So now you have four. Four. Now, when I first brought this up, I know some of you had that little chill. I'm not a leader. I don't speak. I don't do videos. Oh my God, I can't. You've done most of the list so far. Okay. Here's one, big one. This is going to take some weightlifting. No, it's not. The other one is empowering others. Now, I want to ask you a question. This could be a problem, but I want you to think about something. There are some people in Onpassive, you might look at me this way. I doubt it, but you might. There are some leaders in Onpassive that you're calling leader and people think they're leaders, but do they empower others? The people I know, the people I hang out with, are constantly trying to empower others. Prime example, my sister, Comfort Comfort, is an empower network, okay? Her whole thing is about empowering others. Shorty. So think about this. Think about what I'm saying. This is what we all do. And all of this so far for Ash is off the chart. We all agree? I believe we do. Okay. What kind of leaders do people follow? And this person asked people, clients, the qualities of a good leader. They listen. Sometimes I have to cut down the mouth and do more. That's why we have one mouth and two ears. It should be a majority of listening so you can learn. They listen and they make you feel heard and valuable. Who does that more than Ashley Farr? I can tell you, everybody I know that's plugged in and I care about Onpassive, they make you feel heard and they make you feel valuable. We are down to number 7 on the list. And everybody I've met has covered all of those. So your confidence should be building. This is just fact. But be careful who you look up to and you, oh, he's a great leader, he's a great leader. If they're not doing these things, if the mouth spotlights others, but the heart doesn't, that's called lip service. Your actions. So anyway, it's the way they communicate and ask questions. They build your confidence. Do you try to build other people's confidence? I'll give you an example. I'm going to do it again. That's what I do. When we go to trivia, this is just a small example, and somebody new comes in. I don't want to mention names, and says something like, I don't know if I want to answer. I'm not sure what to say. I'm not good at talking in front of everybody in trivia. Talk to that person. Don't worry. Don't worry about making a mistake. We all make mistakes. We're here to take care of each other. And that person comes every night now, contributes, talks, feels free, doesn't feel like they're going to get persecuted. That's the quality of a good leader. So we have a master leader who is built with this internally, but I'm telling you, leaders are being built or being put together inside of Onpassive. So when you go to, and remember, you can't shine on other people until you realize you're a light. You can't really shine on others unless you're pushing shine. You're pushing the light, and people look at you like he or she really cares about me. This is contagious. And I'm going to be 65. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. That hurts, okay? But I'm going to be 65 in January. I've been a lot of places. I've been all over the world. I've worked for a company for a long time like Chris did. I've been online for 20 years, full time. Never, ever have I met a group of people like Onpassive. This isn't an accident. I've said it before. The last thing I want to say, a good leader You call yourself this if you don't want to. It doesn't matter if you call it. An apple's an apple. If you look like an apple, you taste like an apple, you fall from a tree like an apple, you're a freaking apple. I believe all of you, most of you, are leaders. And the last part of it is helping others recognize their strengths. Going to that person and saying, I'm going to give an example here too, because I drank 2 pots of freaking coffee. No, I didn't drink that much. I'm going to give an example of Chris Johnson. Chris, many times, well, I know he'll start off with a negative towards himself. Well, I don't know that, and I have nothing, and I'm the jokester, and yes, he's funny, he's good-hearted, but I started getting pissed at him because he's lying. Doesn't mean to, but he has given some of the most edifying, inspirational talks as anybody else in here. There's been times in fact, I never, hardly ever, I don't want to say never because I'd be lying. I hardly ever say to him, I'll tell you how it goes. What are you going to talk about, Marty? Because he's got that little bit of anxiety. I said, now just follow my lead. He listens, and when it's his turn, he followed a little bit, but it triggered something. That's what we do. That's what all of you do. And I want to tell you, the reason I brought this up, when we go to this new phase, I'm not talking about the time where Connect comes up, but whatever this new phase is, we're going to be unleashed. And that's why I'm driving home. You are better than you think you are. You are more valuable than you think you are. Not all of you, some of you know. And you need to love you and believe in you and believe that you can make a difference. Listen, we're very lucky. I'm the luckiest man in the world. You know why? I don't have to spend hours and hundreds of dollars, thousands in some cases, of Dan's money and work on something. I'm glad I did it because I understand it now. So that I hope I can make a lead low enough in cost and share it with thousands of people and do it good enough that they start to believe what I'm saying. And then I build a relationship with them. That's Onpassive Nation. That's why we did it. All of you, all of us, don't have to do that crap. Do you know why? The gentleman, our brother, the leader of this company, the biggest servant in the company, guess what? He did all of it for us. I've said this before. All of the back-breaking stuff that we got to go, oh my God, okay, we got to come up with this. We got to come up with this. I had at one point 7 or 8 apps, and they weren't bridged together. We had to bridge them. But just tape and gluing all this stuff together to make this marketing thing on a shoestring budget. And now what do I get? Very soon, I get this toolkit that comes out. It's a double, triple decker toolbox on wheels, gold. Open a drawer. I want traffic. I pay money. Now, here's the cool thing. I'm paying money to get targeted traffic. Do you know how many millions and millions and millions and millions and billions of dollars that people out there trying to build a business pay on traffic exchanges, email list, solo ads, hoping if they throw enough crap on the wall that something sticks. We have that. That's covered. How about the A/B testing? Oh my God, this doesn't work. Here's how hard it's going to be. You get a web page, sales page. I don't know, and you say drive traffic here. Whoa! Everything will be automated. Everything. 98% of the work is done. So now, when everybody's starting to get success rain down on top of them, I said before, and I mean it, I believe it, our obligation, I feel it's an obligation, is to share this with as many people as we can. And I'm telling you, all the ones you already did, they're coming in anyway, so let that go. But I think you will walk different, talk different, be different, because then, when success is really pouring down on you, at that point, you will realize you do deserve it. You are a leader and you matter. And once you have that radiating off of you, people will see you as, oh my God, Chris looks different, walks different. He lost weight, he lose weight. He's more confident. Things change. When success sprinkles down on you, just be ready for it. All I'm saying now, let's work on ourselves. Step 1 foot out of the box, even a toe, and force yourself to do something that doesn't feel comfortable every single day. Because I'm telling you, you got the toolkit. You just got to grab it and use it. It's there. Everything we need is there. Ask made it. I've had people talk about this and money and blah, 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 blah. Let's do a little bit of a memory check. September 1st, 2023, we went live. I paid $143 initially for 3 months of OConnect. I was looking for the police because I robbed the company. I thought, oh, and guess what? On top of that, I could make a commission. I was looking for Alan Funt. I figured it was a game show. This can't be real. Now, here's what I really want to say over that. When people are looking at, we paid this, we paid squat. Get this out of your head. Because what really happened was some of the corruption maybe, or some of the stuff didn't work right. We'll hear the story. And things were slapped around. But what did Ash do? Arrow shooting, shot in the face, knocked down. He crawled up to the table and said to himself, well, bad things happen. The least I can do is give them OConnect for free. That's absolutely insane. He's right. He's a rotten businessman. Now, he is, but he's got the biggest heart, and he never gave up. And even though he was freezing, he threw blankets over us. This is fact. People have to I don't give a rat's batoot what other people on the outside say, or people that don't really know what's going on. This is fact. We had from September until June, we had OConnect free. I want to tell you something. Go to the OTech Pros if you don't You don't believe me on this? They paid a lot of money so that we could sit home and play trivia, chat with the family, go to webinars, and didn't pay a dime. So if we all right now paid a bunch of money, we're still winning. But he doesn't even ask that. So let's be the leaders we need to be. Let's keep pushing forward. And I don't mean leaders like you got to run a military outfit. Be the leader that you're comfortable being, whatever level that is. But I'm telling you, I see it. I know all of you that I meet are, whether you like it or you don't. Minnow comes on a meeting and says, well, I'll leave after you start because I don't. What? Minnow has come up with some of the best talks as anybody else. I don't really, she's humble, but that's bull crap. So anyway, I know I'm all over, but I want you to work on you and get in the mirror and say, I deserve it. And walk and talk of who you're going to be, not the temporary mess we're all in now. Listen, thank God above, he does the math. He's my accountant. I didn't tell anybody this. It's a secret. But a lot of months, what I bring in and what I pay is higher than what I bring in, and yet there's always enough money. Sorry about that. That happens a lot. But anyway, I'm with you. We love each other. We pray for each other. Are things perfect right now? No. But I didn't do anything physical. It didn't come out of my wallet. I didn't have to pay, have people attack me, people lie about me, people do evil things towards the company. I didn't have to put up with any of that. I had to watch it happen to my friend and family member asked me for it. Dad pissed me off. But it made me very happy to see him on 360. And I'm looking at his eyes and that twinkle, like, guys, I saw on the other side of the hill, we're going to a good place. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Yeah, I know I was all over the place, but hopefully I inspired or at least have you thinking about stuff. Chris, it's all yours.
Brother Marty, I love you, brother. Thank you for the kind words and a lot of great things. I'm going to be quick because Marty, I like letting Marty talk a lot longer because I like what he has to say. But I want to apologize to Wasim Anwar. I said the other day I forgot someone. I know I forgot someone on prayers. When I was, a little sick the other day, nothing compared to what people have, cold, cough, chest, and all that. He reached out and said, Chris, I heard you're not feeling well. I'm sending you prayers. While he was sitting in the hospital with his, he's got heart issues. I haven't talked to him in a day or so to see how he's doing, but I want you to reach down deep and pray for our Wasim Anwar from Pakistan. He teams up with Aisha a lot of the times. Phenomenal leader and did it all on his own. It just keeps going. So put him in your prayers. I do want to wish, and I'm going to jump my screen here, a very, very happy birthday and a few other people to my brother, Eric Kessler.
Yes,
the Trivia King.
The trivia monster, yeah.
Yep. Happy birthday to you, Eric. I left you a funny song in the Omino chat. Patty Prescott, happy birthday to you. Bridget Green, happy birthday to you. Samara Zohair, happy birthday to you. And to my cousin's wife, Julia Gilhart, happy birthday to you. Let me get back on here. I want to touch on something Marty said, and I want to add to it real quickly. Number one, we're in the best place we possibly can be. I thought that when I was in Ford Motor Company, I'm in the best place I possibly can be. 32 years later, Marty, can you still hear me? I'm getting reloads. Okay. My computer's going goofy today. 32 years later, I did it. I stuck with it. I didn't like it. I got, listen, cuts, scars, lung issues from everything from that plant that, you know, I was thankful for. And I did it. I stuck with it. And that's great. But I found out, and I dealt with a lot of people in Fords. I had a position where I had to deal with a lot of people. Some I liked, some that drove me crazy, some that I wanted to hang out with every single day of my life because they were just good people. And what I found out, and I read this the other day, this isn't mine. Like I said, I find quotes that relate to me. People sometimes will not remember what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel. Example, when I seen Myra Aquino, Norel Workon, Gina Leva, I can go on, Pat Parent, Sherry Dursaway, come out of nowhere and start talking about Onpassive. All right. I might not have heard anything they were saying, but I sure felt it in my heart as, wow, look at these individuals. They made me feel great. If I can't do a live every day, and maybe you don't even hear what I'm saying, but I made you laugh or I made you feel good, that's more important to me than anything. When Ash Mafara speaks the other day, but all the time, I had a hard time following him sometimes. Like, what's he saying? I didn't even know sometimes what he was saying, but I know how he made me feel. The change is coming. We are going to better humanity. We are going to put smiles on people's faces, food in people's bellies, and knowledge in people's minds. This is how that man makes me feel. Same way Marty DeGarmo makes me feel when he says nice things about me in a funny way. And I love that. I'm not one individual that gets mad if somebody calls me a name or makes fun of me. That's okay. That's just some people aren't educated enough to say, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that to them. We get angry, we say bad things. And that's not always good. And then, 10 minutes after you said it, you have regrets. Oh, my God, why did I say that? I shouldn't have said that. I try to think of what I'm going to say before I say it because I do not only want to embarrass myself, but I certainly don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I want you coming away from here feeling awesome and wonderful. And when you take Onpassive and you wrap it up in a whole package, a whole ecosystem, it makes me feel good. All right, I'm talking about me here right now, but I want you to feel the same way. What this crazy individual with the goatee and a goofy haircut, I make fun of him all the time. What he's done is created something for anyone. All right. What he's doing is fighting every battle for every single one of us. And I think sometimes a lot of people don't appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I'm never going to tell someone how they should think or all that fun stuff. But I just want you to know that when we do this every day, and there's a lot of you that do it every day, you warm my heart. And I'm hoping that both of us here warm your hearts. I see Bill Must is on here. Bill Must, I hope you're doing great. I haven't talked to you in a while. I know you're going through some issues, but you always made me feel good, Bill. When you do your videos, still do. You and John White. When every one of you that are on here that are doing webinars, and I said a few names, there's so many more. I could be here for another 20 minutes mentioning all the individuals who truly dug into this, who were inspired or felt good by someone that said something in Onpassive and said, man, I got to get out and talk about this. That's exactly the same feeling I felt when Peter Shore called me, and for 2 weeks, I'm like, I called him, Pete, I got to talk about this. I can't let this go. I got this fuzzy. And what did I do? I did a live, and I don't even know what a live was back then. I clicked the button and I start talking, trying to not attract people, but to let them know this is what I'm doing. It's pretty amazing. Something I've never done before. I always was the hands-on type of person. Changing lives, changing colors, changing the way the world thinks, changing the way people think. Now you can ask yourself, how do you think now about your life or helping other people before you first started? I'm betting a lot of you had different ways or different thoughts. But I want to let you know that you are all special to me no matter who you are. Even the haters out there, you can hate me all you want, but that's okay, because I'm not going to take what I have good in my heart and turn it into hate. Have I got angry before, just like Marty? Yeah, we get angry. Absolutely, we get angry. Every person that's tried to talk about something good has someone that says something bad, and you get a little angry, but that's okay. It's the way we are presenting ourselves to make you feel phenomenal. And every one of you have done amazing things in this company for the last 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, whatever it is. And every one of you that came out and spoke about this great company, even though you were scared to death and you found out, well, this is easy to do, because something to talk about is very easy to talk about, if that made any sense, when you believe in it and it's good. And I want to thank everyone for that. Again, I want to thank our brother Ash Mafara, his family, his wife and kids, and all his amazing teams that are working around the clock, who are taking hits, unbelievable hits for all of us. We didn't have to do, or we are not doing what he's doing. We're getting out here and we're talking about it. He's doing this 24 hours a 24/7 around the clock. And he's fighting for all of us for the right ways of new business, unique businesses, improvements, getting rid of the corruption that we all see and maybe just don't want to talk about because you're afraid. Well, Onpassive has given me a strength in my heart to talk about the evil things of what's going on in this world. It's brought me closer to God. Whether you believe that or not, that's the truth. Realizing that we all have the responsibility to do good for every single person in this world. Stop listening to things you hear in social media, and understand what you understand by studying, by looking. Not everyone is evil. All right. I talked about this. We have evil people in every part of the world, but it doesn't make the world evil. The world is still a good place. The world still wants better. And guess what? Asmafara has handed us, as Marty says, a golden toolbox, and to create wealth, success, love, and passion, and to send it out to the world. So I want to let you know, you all make me feel good, warm, and fuzzy. I hope I come across. Sometimes I'm a comic, a comedian. I like to make people laugh, but I love to laugh. And if you don't understand that by me now, then you don't really know myself or Marty. We're here because we want to put this warmth of Onpassive in your heart. And you might not remember one thing I said. Irena Stack, thank you for a super sticker. I think Marty missed that one. I appreciate you. Never expected, but every one of you have touched me one way or the other, just to let you know, because I personally try to get to know everyone. But I don't have much more, but I say pray for all the people I've mentioned. I'm going to keep that going. Happy birthdays. I'm going to keep that going. Why? That makes me feel good. And I'm sure if someone called me out and said, hey, it's Chris's, not my birthday, you have no idea the warmth when it's coming from people from all over the world, how that makes you feel. So Eric Kessler and Miss Prescott and all the people I mentioned, happy birthday to you. Blow them up. Make them feel like you want to feel. Marty DeGarmo. back to you.
And by the way, I saw the Arena gave me a super sticker. Yeah, thank you, Arena.
I thought you missed that one.
No, that means a lot. Yeah, we'll wrap up. We were 45 minutes. Chris was 40 of those minutes, and I just gave 5. So
Yeah.
no, I'm joking. What I want to say, one thing I want to put out, there's a lot of people that need prayers. It's overwhelming how many people are going through stuff, really. But I want to point out, became very close to all of you, and I can't even think, there's a whole list of people, but I just saw Robin Noble go by here. She's like a sister to me, without a doubt. We chat almost every day, and she needs prayer. And this is my opinion. If everybody does it, and I know without a doubt, prayer works. I'm not putting down doctors, and I'm not playing that. I'm just saying, I never went to a doctor until I was 27, 25 years old. Because when I grew up, my mom we prayed about everything. I just thought it was normal. The first time I realized it wasn't, is when I went to my friend's house, and we would go there, and one of them was under the weather. 3 brothers I hung out with, and they had all these bottles and stuff to take, and I went, well, they just pray about it. That works. I'm not kidding. That's how I was raised. So, and the one thing about Onpassive, yeah, there's a lot of people sick. Yeah, there's a lot of bad things happening. But where else can you get this many prayers knocking on the door of God? It's not a whisper. I mean, it's a loud noise. So anyway, thank you, everybody. We're gonna wrap it up. Had a very good. A lot of people showed up. Chris wants to talk again, but he can't.
Real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
No. Real quick. As you know, in my family, we got some. We've talked about mental illnesses or things that's going on. Most of our families. I'm going to share a video that Donna, my ex-wife, sent me about mental health, and it's nothing on my YouTube. This is promoting the message this guy comes across. So I'm going to share that on my Facebook. Anyone that's going through issues with mental health, I'm going to ask you to watch it because it's going to completely touch your heart and make you think a lot differently. So I will share that on my Facebook. It's not on my YouTube, but please like and subscribe and thumbs up for our YouTubes and anyone that's promoting YouTube. And let's share the love, guys. That's it, Marty.
Yeah, it's something that I come to understand. I didn't understand it before, but Shorty or JJ has anxiety, and when he gets it, tears pouring down his face, walk around in circles, and you think, yeah, but it wasn't that bad. I'm telling you, it's that bad to him, and it's that bad to people that it happens, like a panic attack and all that. It happens, and it's an unseen. Look, you break an arm, it's in a cast, right? If something happens physically, but when it's mental or something unseen, yeah, I had to learn what that is, and it's really sad. It's sad to see your grandson that upset. Now he's getting better. He doesn't have as many bouts of that. Really bad when he was younger. He'd get up in the middle of the night, night terrors, and I've never seen anybody cry that much. And while I'm talking to him, he doesn't even know I'm there. And then when he comes out of it, now he's a really sharp little boy and analyzes everything. It doesn't help, especially anxiety. But people have helped. People all over the world. Robin told him the other day to rub his stomach and all that. So anyway, I know a lot of people are going through that. But yeah, he's getting better. They just need support, because the worst thing about anxiety or when they have a panic attack is somebody saying, well, it's all in your head. No kidding. No kidding. But if your head tells you it's real, it's real. So anyway, I didn't mean to get off on that, but when Chris brought that up, I'm living with it, so I know what it's like, especially young kids. All three of my grandchildren uh, go and talk to therapists, all three of them, because of issues that happened when they were small. Anyway, thank you all.
I sent you that video, Marty, because I want you to watch it. And
Okay.
please just listen to the message, what this guy is saying. It'll make you get a whole new look on people that's going through mental health issues. It's very important to me that you watch this. Like I said, we all have something in our family that maybe you're going through, maybe you don't understand. This guy knocks it out of the park, and it's very sad. And now join his YouTube channel and look at some of the stuff that he's gone through. All right, I'm good, Mr. DeGarmo.
All right, see you all, and